I hope all of you are doing good. Let's start today's chapter, coordinates of a point and graphs. Introduction. We can plot numbers on a number line. However, when we have to plot ordered pairs of numbers, we need a system having two axes, commonly known as coordinate system. Consider two lines x, o, x dash and y, o, y dash drawn perpendicular to each other and intersecting at the point O. See, x, x, o, x dash, y, o, y dash. Here the x, o, x dash is called the x-axis. Okay, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay, and the point O is the origin. Okay. Coordinate system. In the above figure, both the x and y axis together with the origin form what we call a coordinate plane or system. Coordinates of a point. Consider a point P in the coordinate plane as shown in this figure. Okay, this is the point. Now draw PM perpendicular to x, o, x dash. Here OM is called the x coordinate of P and is denoted by x. It is also called abscissa of P. Okay. The distance PM is called the y coordinate of P. It is also called the ordinate and usually denoted by y. X and y taken together are called the coordinate of P. It is denoted as P, x, y. Right? Conventions for signs. The x coordinates abscissa of a point is positive, is measured to the right of the origin. That is, this is positive. Okay? And negative is measured to the left of origin. Similarly, the y coordinate ordinate of point is positive if measured above. This is y positive here, okay, and here negative, okay. Quadrants. The coordinate system has 4 quadrants. Consider this figure. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Both x and y are positive on the first quadrant, as you can see, okay, which we call y-o-x. Y-o-x dash is the second quadrilateral. Quadrant. Here x is negative, okay, and y is positive, and in third quadrant both x and y are negative, and in fourth quadrant x is positive while y is negative. Okay, finding the coordinates of a point in a coordinate plane. Suppose that points A, B, C, D and E are points in a given coordinate plane. Write the coordinates. Okay, now from A, okay, you can from A you will draw AM perpendicular to x, o, x dash. Okay, also draw in perpendicular to y, o, y dash. From the figure, coordinates of A are, as you can see here, points of A are 7 and 4. Then similarly all points are also given here. Okay, coordinates of B or C, D, right? Plotting of points on the graph. To plot points on the graph paper, we follow the steps given below. Number 1, we draw two mutually perpendicular lines, one along the horizontal and another along the vertical on the graph paper. We mark the horizontal line as x, o, x dash and the vertical line as y, o, y dash, called the x-axis and y-axis respectively. 2, next we choose a scale on both axes. On x-axis, starting at O, mark numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 at equal distance from O. To the right of y-axis, a number -1, -2 to the left of y-axis. Similarly, on the y-axis starting from O, marks 1, 2, 3, 4 at equal distance from O above the x-axis and numbers -1, -2, -3 below the x-axis. Okay. 3, to plot a point A, 4, 3, we adopt 2 steps. A, start from origin O and move 4 units along the x-axis to the right like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. Here -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, so we have to plot this point 4, 3. So first start from origin O and move 4 units along the x-axis to the right. Okay, then from this point you will move 3 units upwards. That is 1, 2, 3, this. So this is 4, 3, okay, and make a dot at the place. So we have plotted here point A, that is 4, 3, right? Example, we have to plot the points A, B, C and D. Okay, let's plot the points. X-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. This is also y-axis, okay, and this is also x-axis, but minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Now let's plot the points. First is A, 2, 7. First we will take the point on x-axis, then on y-axis, 2, 7. The next B, minus 2, okay, minus 2 and 3, minus 2, this is minus 2 and 3, so here, minus 2 and 3, then you have minus 2 and minus 3, minus 2 and minus 3 here, okay, minus 2 and minus 3, then you have 2 and minus 5, 2 and minus 5, okay, this one, D point, 2 and minus 5, right. Exercise 27.1, state whether true or false. Point 300 lies on x-axis, see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 3 and 0. Of course, these points lie on x-axis. So, the answer is true. Graphs of linear equations. Linear equations in two variables, say x and y, can be represented on a graph paper. To draw the graph of a linear equation in two variables, we proceed as follows. Number 1. First, we make a table of values. For this, choose at least 3 values of x and the corresponding values of y from the given linear equation. As far as possible, we consider the integral values of x. 2. Next, we plot these points on the coordinate plane of the graph paper. 3. Join any 2 points by a straight line and produce it on either side. We observe that the third point lies on it. We will observe that a linear equation in two variables is always a straight line. Okay, so equation is given y is equals to 2x. Okay, let's make two table. One for x, one for y. Okay, if the value of x is 0, then y will be 0. If the value of x is 1, let's substitute the value of x, y is equals to 2. Let's put value of x as minus 1. Then value of y is 2 into minus 1, that is minus 2. Okay. Now we can plot the graph. Okay. And your graph will be like this. A straight line, that is two variables is always a linear equations in two variables is always a straight line. Okay. Let's do exercise 27.2. Draw the graphs of the following. Y is equals to 3x. First, you will make a table. Y, x and y. If x is 0, y is also 0. If x is 1, then y is equals to what? 3 into 1 is 3. If x is minus 1, then y is equals to 3 into minus 1, that is y is equals to minus 3. Okay, so you will get. So these are the points. Now you will draw the graph. Okay, things to remember. Number 1, two number lines x o x dash and y o y dash drawn horizontal and vertical respectively on a graph paper form a coordinate system. The point of intersection O is called origin. The horizontal line x o x is called x axis and the vertical line y o y dash is called the y axis. 2. From any point P in the coordinate plane, if we draw PM perpendicular to x-axis, then OM is called the x-coordinate or abscissa of P, MP is called y-coordinate or ordinate of P, and we write the coordinates of P as P, then in bracket xy. 3. The x-coordinate is taken positive if measured to the right of origin and negative if measured to the left of origin. The y-coordinate is taken positive if measured above the origin and negative if measured below the origin. 4. There are 4 quadrants. 5. We can draw the graph of a linear equation in two variables, say x and y, by making a table of values and then plotting points. Okay, students, I hope you have understood this chapter. Now you will do practice of the remaining questions.